On our next problem, we need to factor the denominator to find the LCD. So the factors of 2 are 1x and 2x. The factors of 10 are 1 and 10 or 2 and 5. So I'm going to try 1x and 2x and 2 and 5. I don't want the two 2's next to each other. So that's 4x and 5x. To get to a 9x with one of each sign, both have to be negative. So that's x minus 2 and 2x minus 5. Now, I'm going to erase this so I have more work. You could probably use a scratch piece of paper for that work if you want. On the second denominator, I have x minus 4 times x minus 2. So the LCD is going to have to be one of each unique factor raised to its highest power. So I have x minus 2. Each one of those is raised to the 1, so I just need one copy of that. Then I have 2x minus 5, and times, I'm running out of space here, x minus 4. So that's my LCD. I'm going to go ahead and put all of the copies down in one long denominator. On the next step, I need to decide what am I missing. So on the first denominator, I'm missing the factor x minus 4. So I need to multiply it. If you do it to the denominator, you also then need to do it to the numerator. Then we have that big fat minus in between. On the second denominator, I have x minus 4 and x minus 2. In the denominator, in the LCD, what is the factor I'm missing? Well, it looks like I'm missing the 2x minus 5. If you do it to the denominator, you have to also then do it to the numerator. Please be careful that because there's a minus, that you have to distribute your negative, so you need to keep the parentheses around that second product for a little bit longer. So we will distribute the first fraction to get 3x squared minus 2x minus 12x plus 8 minus, and because there's a minus, I'm keeping my parentheses because I have to distribute my negative later, 2x squared minus 5x plus 12x minus 30. Again, that denominator stays the same. Don't try to take a shortcut and don't write it. Please write it every single time. So here I'm getting 3x squared. I can combine these two to get minus 14x plus 8. Then I'm going to distribute my negative all the way through to get minus 2x squared plus a negative times a negative is a positive 5x minus 12x plus 30. And then I can combine like terms. I have in the numerator, let's see, 3x squared minus 2x squared, that's 1x squared. 14, negative 14 plus 5x is negative 9, and negative 9 minus 12 is negative 21x. And then 8 plus 30 is positive 38. The denominator again comes down. In trying to factor the numerator, I'm looking for two numbers that multiplied at 38 and add to 21. Well, 38 doesn't have a lot of factors. It's just 38 times 1 or 2 times 19. So, 2 times 19, that'll work. So in the numerator, I have x minus 2 times x minus 19. The denominator is again those same three factors, x minus 2, 2x minus 5, x minus 4. And it was the same all the way through until right now when we have to reduce. There is two x minus 2 factors in the numerator in the denominator. So my final answer is x minus 19 over 2x minus 5, x minus 4, and I am done. If you forgot to divide out the x minus 2, you would be mostly correct, but not all the way correct. You wouldn't get all your full points on the test. On this last problem, the first denominator is in the wrong order. So I want to take a minute to reorder and then factor out the negative 1. So that leaves me with 8 over negative 1 times 5x minus 4. Now that fraction, although I'm just working with the first one so far, still isn't helpful. I don't really want the negative inside my LCD. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply both the numerator and the denominator by negative 1. Or you want to just think of it as floating the negative to the top. This negative times a negative multiplies to a positive, and instead of a positive 8 on top, I now have a negative 8 over positive x minus 4. Now I chose to do that to get rid of that negative. Another way you want to think about it is just that negative can just float to the top. The negative is allowed to be on the top, the bottom, or out in front. It's all the same. On the second fraction, we have 2 over x minus 4. I'm just going to go ahead and bring that one down. That one's exactly the same. And on the third fraction, I need to factor. So I have factors of 1x times 5x. And the factors of 16 are 1 and 16, 2 and 8, or 4 and 4. I'm going to try 1x and 5x, and 4 and 4 to see if that works first. When I multiply across, I'm getting 20x and 4x. With one of each sign, I can get to 16 with a positive and the 20 and a negative on the 4. So I'm going to go ahead and bring that down here to be x minus 4, same on the top, and the denominator is going to factor in x plus 4, 5x minus 4. Okay, so that I just took a couple steps there to factor the denominators and also to rearrange that first denominator to make it look more like the other denominators. This is very, very helpful for us because my LCD is now as small as possible. I have a common factors of x minus 4 in all three of them. Even though there's three of them, the highest exponent in each of them is just 1. The highest exponent here is 1, here's 1, here's 1, so the greatest exponent is just 1. The other unique factor is x plus 4. So that's going to be my LCD for this problem. 5x minus 4 and x plus 4. On the first fraction, what is the factor that I'm missing? Well, I have the 5x minus 4. I don't have the x plus 4. So I'm going to multiply x plus 4 to both the numerator and the denominator. I'm not going to multiply that out just yet. I'm going to leave that there. Then the next sign is minus, so I'm going to put a minus there. On the next fraction, I have 5x minus 4, but I need x plus 4. So I'm going to multiply by x plus 4 here, equal to the numerator and the denominator equally. The next operation is plus, so I'm going to put a plus right there. And the third denominator has the x plus 4, and it has the 5x minus 4. There's nothing missing here, so you can multiply by 1 or basically just bring it down. Great, now I have to distribute my numerators and combine like terms. I'm getting negative 8x minus 32. When I distribute, minus 2x minus 8 plus x minus 4 all over my denominator. The numerator, let's see, combine their x's. We have, okay, negative 8 minus 2 is negative 10 plus another 1 adds up to negative 9x. Then I have negative 32 minus 8, that's negative 40, minus 4 more, that's negative 44. It does not look like the numerator can factor into anything really all that helpful. I could factor a negative 1 out, but that's still, nothing can divide out there. So either of these answers are acceptable. Hope that helps.